Welcome in, heroes. We're gonna play some Elden Ring today. We found a new mod. It's called Clevers Moveset mod. It actually adds a whole bunch of weapons. In fact, let me pull up that list. Oops. There we go. This is the entire list of weapons right here that we can get for this mod. So you've got the Great Shinobi Blade, Nonosama Bow, Meteor Fist, Sacred Arsenal, Blood Starved Spear, all these right here. We're going to do our best to get all of them and then figure out what it is. Like, I really want to try out this air bending, fire bending. I think there's like earth bending in here too. So stuff like that. I want to try and get everything in this playthrough. I have a feeling that this is all inside non-DLC content, but this mod does work with DLCs. So that's kind of where I want to go with this. So yeah, I'm going to start off with the Samurai, and the only reason why I'm starting off is because they actually start with one of the new weapons. I play tested this weapon. It is phenomenal. So I really want to see how far this can come. As far as cutscenes go, I'm going to skip all the cutscenes. If there's a cutscene that you guys want to see, for whatever reason, let me know. Okay. Okay. And then I want to hit, actually I want to go here. That nope, not that one. Display capture, nope. I gotta fix this one first. There we go. Now I can turn that off, and then I can put this over here so I can see chat that way. Boom. Then I can dice that, and then just for giggles, we can move that over here, and then push this up. And of course, Twitch wants to be dumb. There we go. I just want to make sure I have everything up and running the way I need it to run. Okay. So now I can see that chat, and then pull this back up so I can see all the rest of the chat. Oop. Move this over to here. Well, that works. Okay. So I have played around with this just a little bit because I wanted to see how well this works. This weapon is ridiculous. As long as I don't get a lag spike. When I was testing it earlier, I had a lag spike, but like I hit this first boss right here. I did so much damage with a level 1 weapon. Like it's crazy. Now this weapon has 2 different modes. Right now we're one-handing it, right? So that's your main attack, heavy attack, running light attack is just a sweep. Running heavy attack is a poke. You have your jump strike, all that fun stuff. When you two-hand this thing goes crazy. So this is now our running light attack. This huge combo. Otherwise, our normal attack is just a normal attack. But our heavy attack actually turns into a bow shot. And I don't want to waste my arrows, but I'll show it off here in just half a second. And then we've got this. So this is our heavy attack. Oh, dang it. Oh. Well, I was going to try and go after him, but I decided to apparently run off the edge. Oh, well. Ah. Get me some agua. Alright, skip cutscenes. We will go this way just for the free runes. Actually, I think I'm gonna move. Hello? I don't know why it's not letting me. Okay, whatever. I'll just leave it off then. That's fine. I'll have to move it later. But this does have a lightning buildup, as you can see, as well as a bleed buildup. So it makes this katana ridiculous overpowered. Plus the fact that I can sit here and basically just sprint. Like, if I had enough stamina, we could just sprint attack forever. There you go. Just gotta run behind that guy. Oh, he stopped my momentum with an arrow. That sucks. Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna have to check. There are only certain vendors in the whole game that sell us the new stuff. And so we're gonna have to check those vendors so that we can see all the different weapons this mod has to offer. I'm still gonna get to the Elden Beast. Like, that's my goal, is to get to the end of the game. So we'll be playing this one for a tidbit. Oh, snap. Jump. Yeah, buddy. Done deal. Give me my 400 runes. Excuse me. Fall down. The other thing too is like, I want to see how fast. Like, I'm not gonna do my normal run that I would normally go and do. I want to see how well this can clear content. Like, the only thing I'm gonna do is get enough runes and go get the lantern, so that we have a light, so that y'all can see when I'm running through dungeons. Otherwise, that's super dark. So yeah, we're gonna attempt that first. Okay. I did play. So like I said, I play tested this weapon. I play tested 2 other weapons. I'll talk about them when I can get to them. Yeah. Oh, and when you two-hand and you block, you actually move forward slightly. I just find that a little funny. Okay, jump. Whee. Downside is how slow you move blocking. It's ridiculous. If we plan on using the bow on this build for anything, we are going to have to make sure that we get enough materials for crafting. So that's one thing we will have to look out for. Yeah. Purchase this. So Karlach is the first one that you can buy weapons from. I have tested this big boy out, and he's a hefty beast. This thing weighs a ton, attacks super slow. It's literally the colossal greatsword, but it has what's called Death Walker. So when you activate its ability, it gets a death aura, and then that death aura allows you to do these crazy leaps in the air and sending out um, rancor skulls and stuff like that. And I've played with the Bloodstarved Spear. This one has this really cool sink into the ground effect and then come up and smash people, bleed damage. The downside is its bleed buildup is terrible compared to any of the other weapons in this category that have bleed. Like 45, 45, 55, and then 33. It's like, not great. The Great Shinobi Blade. This thing has a it's got the Raptor's Strike move set. Basically, you dash through into the shadows, jump up in the air, and smash the ground. But you also have the ability to follow up with 2 other attacks with this, which makes it really good. I don't know, like, this one makes it sound like you stab yourself to get Black Flame, maybe some more bleed. I don't know. But we'll eventually test all the weapons out once we can afford to get them all. So that is the goal for today. All right. Moving on. We got to go get the horse, come back, get our first set of summons. And then I need to, like I said, I need to run and go get just enough. And that's why I'm going to slowly take people out here. We also need to get just enough runes to buy our first lantern. And then it's going to be just us taking on dungeons. Clearing content. Now, normally I would do this big, huge run where I come over here and I get torrents, and then I go and get my summons, and then I start going and getting golden seeds, and all that fun stuff. I'm going to do that more normally, I guess, would be the way to say it. Like, I'm not going to go do a pre-run unless I absolutely have to, because I really want to let this weapon shine for what it is. Alright, let's sit down. We're also about to get all the stuff for, as you can see, seamless co-op, because I'm hoping that at some point Devin and I can play this together and come up with like crazy builds with the new stuff. Night night. Map fragment. I tried to get a mod called Reborn to work because it seemed really cool and I thought you guys would really like that. Problem is, like, I could play it. That's not the problem. Like, I could easily play Reborn, and we might still. But I cannot get seamless co-op to work at all. So if anyone knows how to get Reborn and seamless to work and wants to help walk me through it, I would appreciate that, but... Okay. Yeah, I don't really care, lady. You gave me what I needed. We want to go past time, make it morning. And now the only thing we're going to do is run and go get the lantern. And that is way to the south. Now, as far as I can tell, a good chunk of the material is still where it normally is, so you don't have to worry about like going and searching for new stuff. It can either be found in the world or bought from a vendor. So, and the items that can be found in the world are where there already are items of the same kind. So, like, there's uh, scythe weapon that's in the same location that you get the normal scythe. Like, it replaced the normal scythe, if that makes sense. So I'm not overly worried about that. There's me a +1, so we could level up this weapon if we wanted. Aside from getting this lantern, I want to spend my first few thousand runes leveling up our bigger, give me more health. Give me those runes. Okay. Beep, beep, coming through. There we go, smithing stone. Stone sword key. Because, yeah, like, Reborn seems like a really neat mod. You get to create your own starting class. Um, there's different armor dyes that you can get, like, right out the rip. Armor has different effects. I don't need to talk to her yet. I mean, there's just a whole lot of really cool stuff that Reborn has, and I thought it would be really cool for Devin and I to play that, because then we could really just go to town on weird builds for this game. And as much as I tried, I could not figure out how to get I couldn't figure out how to get it. Now, I know I said I'm only coming here to get the lantern, but I'm also going to go down here. I will get the golden seed and the map fragment that's over here for this zone. And then work my way to getting our lantern. I swear there's a cheaper lantern in Liurnia. We may go test that theory. He's shooting large bolts at me. Run. Da, 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 da. And like, one of the other things though that Reborn does that I thought would be really cool is, number one, they changed how the map works. Like, just where you start, how you go. I am thinking about streaming that as well. Just because of how unique it is. And I'll be honest, I haven't seen anybody try it. In theory, there's supposed to be an update coming for it pretty soon. I'm hoping that that will fix whatever the issue is with Streamless. I've literally looked up like every possible way of getting Seamless to work with that mod, and I either get the mod to work just fine, or I get it to where it says that it's corrupted files and it just won't run until I take Seamless completely out of there. So I don't know. I really wish I did know because it seems like a fantastic mod that would be incredibly fun to enjoy with, my friend, but it is what it is. So we'll either play this mod together or we'll end up playing Reforged, which is a super popular mod. At first, he thought about trying to do the Impossible mod for Elden Ring, the one that makes it like a gazillion times harder for everybody. I was like, homie, I'm all for it, but just be prepared to let us die about 8 million times. Now, we're not gonna have enough runes out the rip for this. I don't think we picked up anything I can sell that will give me the runes I'm looking for. And slice. Because you need like 1,600 runes, 1,500 runes, something like that, to get the lantern here. But that's also why I said I want to check Laernia and see if that one's cheaper. Also, the new weapons are crazy expensive. Just to get them is basically anywhere from 45 to 6,500 runes. Now, late game, that's not a problem. But any other time, like at the beginning, terrible. Outside of that, I haven't seen any differences to the game, just new weapons. I looked on the mod, it didn't say that it had any major changes to it. So, we will see. I believe for the most part, this is about as vanilla as you can get just with the added weapons. Now, I will say that these weapons are, according to everything I've seen, these weapons are ridiculously overpowered. I'm going to try to sell some stuff to get this, but we'll see. Sell. Well, I don't even have anything to sell. Yeah, 1,800 and I can't afford it. Okay. No, we have it now, so we can definitely come back to buy it. I'm going to go try Laernia real quick, because I think that one's only 500 from that vendor, but I'm not 100% sure. It may also be 1,800. Run! Do. None of that now. There's actually an item over here we want to pick up real quick. Smithing stone 1. Not that we can use that for anything. Our current weapon, I think all the new weapons also require somber stones. Alright, let's talk to Jellyfish Chick real fast. Just because if I go to Laernia, sometimes she'll disappear if we don't talk to her. And then it takes forever for some reason for her to show up at Round Table. Okay. Grab this. And away we go. Excuse us, coming through. Run. Stop. Get our cookbook. There we go. You know what I find absolutely phenomenal is the fact that somehow coders are able to come in here, or modders are able to come in here and change stuff. Like I did a test run with Reborn, and like the entry, the whole intro to it is different. It's got a more Dark Souls 1 feel to it. It's you know, aside from the fact that you get to just create your own character right out the gate, starting weapon, sub weapon, starting spell, all that fun stuff. Like you get to just decide. I mean, you get to pick one of each, and then I have no idea. Like I didn't make it that far. I kind of just ran around for a little bit, but it's crazy how much stuff is there. Okay, that's the same. Now, I can't be sure, but I believe this guy has a lantern. It's been a long time since I've come during the... Oh, and he sells it for also 1,800. Well, fiddlesticks. Okay, well, that was not what I was hoping for. So we'll have to get the torch for now. Okay, so we're going to talk to you. Purchase torch. Equipment here. And then this will also let us know if we're two-handing or one-handing our weapon. See, we're still semi-fast one-handed, but when we go two-handed, this build really picks up. So now, like, normally I'd be running around collecting runes, collecting, like, I will use up the stuff that we have collected, but, like, I'd already have, like, you know, 5 flasks at all, plus, like, 4 or whatever, by the time I started doing runs like this. Like, going and starting to clear bosses, right? But we don't have to really do that with this one. Soulslike, yeah. There we go. And now y'all can just see how I hate this. Every time I start trying to stream, man, I start yawning for no freaking reason. But y'all can see like just how deadly this blade is. Ooh. Come on. There you go. First boss down. Now we got hit a couple times extra than I really should have gotten hit, to be honest with you, but you know, we got it in the end. That's all that matters. Ugh. Okay. There we go. Oh, I need to sit down. That would have been a one-hit tap out for us. Dang. Jeez. Alright, I mean, we're doing fast, we just don't do the numbers, honestly. We do have wolves. They'll help out for a hot second. Okay, that guy's gone. Come on, ugly. There we go. Now we're making our comeback. Come on, I need you over. No, right. There we are. Bye-bye. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. There we go. And there's this guy. Come on. See what I mean? Like, this build is ridiculous fast. Like, I guarantee if I did a normal, like, let's level up our weapon the best we could kind of run, go kill the dragon first, get all those runes, level up whatever, be a totally different story. Excuse me. But the fact that I can still do this at all with a level 1 weapon. Can't touch this. I hear you coming after me. And then you have to get teleported back to your area. Whee. Now, sadly, this mod doesn't seem to have added... Well, that's why I want to figure out what airbending, earthbending, firebending, and waterbending are. And unfortunately, none of the classes get to start with that. Whee! Boom! No hit. What? But yeah, so like, if I go look at the list again, let's figure out where the bendings are so we can go figure out what exactly they are. Now, they might be in Caelid, though. That might be the problem. Let's go look at this real quick. All right, so... Frenzy's Reaper. Earthbending. Buy from the Dragon Barrel Isolated Merchant in Caelid. Okay, so it is Caelid, right? Lava Surfing is in Bernal. I don't remember where that is. That might actually be DLC. I don't know. There's a couple that require you to do that. But we got to do the Dragon Burrow Isolated Merchant in Caelid. Got to go figure out where that is. Lightning Blades, or Light Blades, sorry. Deathborn Odachi. Buy from the Twin Maiden Hustling Round Table Hold. Airbending is also from the Merchant. Martial Arts from the Isolated Merchant. And Firebending from the Merchant. So I want to get Airbending, Earthbending, and Firebending. I want to know what they can do. And it doesn't look like there is a waterbending. My bad. I could have sworn I saw that on there. So yeah. We just need to figure out where the Dragon Barrel Isolated Merchant is. Let me go Let's go look that up real quick. You'd think I'd already know this. Dragon Burrow. Isolated merchant in Caelid. I need a map. Ah, I know which one it is. Okay. It's a pain to get there. Let's see. Fastest way is actually that way. Yeah. Okay. Let's go grab these real quick. All right. So the fastest way for us to go get these, just to see what they do, and I don't even think we'll have enough runes to do it, but we'll at least be able to grab the grace that's there. Whee. We just have to run out there, unfortunately. Well, when you see these, that tells you that dropping down is a very bad idea. There we go. Oh, that's not the direction I want to go. I know where that is, but that's not the direction I'm wanting to go. Jump. Smack the dog. 'Cause he's an evil, evil dog. There was one time Devin and I were playing this together. We were playing the Convergence mod, and I was sitting at that grace back there just waiting for him to get over there, and that Pumpkinhead made it from the bridge all the way to me before I realized he had moved towards me. I was like, what the? That was crazy. Alright, I don't really want to make this guy mad. It won't really affect anything because we can always come back and take him down later. But what you want to do is stick to this far wall, or you have to go through that church. But what you want to do to get into Caelid without triggering the invasion is stay away from the front of the church. I feel like we could take this chick on right now, just how overpowered this weapon is, but I also don't want to test that theory. Alright, we will grab this grace just so that we don't have to do that giant run again. It's actually a way to get those birds to just fall down and nope, didn't work. If you can get them to jump off that branch, land on the wall, see how the wall tried to crumble? It gets in a perpetual flying state, and then it freaks out, and when it touches the ground, the game thinks that it was falling for too long and just insta-dies. Oh well, we didn't get it to work. It's fine. We got to get all the way up there. That's the shack we're headed towards. And the only way to get there is the stupid run we're going to do right now. Actually, there's a couple ways to get up there. This just happens to be the faster of the two ways to do it. Grab this grace. Because there's actually a little pathway that you can jump across over here. Alright, here. And now we're in Grail's Dragon Barrow. Now, we could possibly die trying to get to this place. That's why I wanted to grab one of those other graces. Because there's a crap ton of these stupid dogs over here. And if we aggro one and can't get the grace to cooperate with us up here, we'll end up dying. Okay. We look like we're good. Okay, now that we have this, let's find out how many runes does it take to get these skills that we want. Fire bending. Lightning generation. Interesting, hand to hand. A unique talent mastered by prodigy firebenders. Snap fingers to summon a bolt of lightning, taking it into your body as a conduit. Activate again to expel 3 great bolts of lightning from your fingertips. We have earth bending, lava surfing skill. An extremely rare earth bending ability. Generate molten lava underneath the earth, then surf on the eruption, generating a scathing path of destruction. Hold to continue surfing. He also sells the bow that we have, Heaven Splitter. Airbending staff. Airwalk. Airbending skill that few have mastered. Leap into the air and jump on a cyclone to stay airborne. Airbending is the element of freedom, and this skill allows it more than any other. Martial arts. Assume an anchored stance to brace for incoming attacks, briefly boosting poise. Damage taken while using the skill is reduced. Interesting. He sells... Okay. So we need, it looks like, at least 10,000. And we're at 4. Can I sell anything yet? Okay. I know where to get some quick, fast runes that should help us real quick. Because I definitely want to get that to try it out. So what I'm going to do... Yeah. Yeah, we got to go here to get to where I want to go. Yeah. This will actually be the fastest way to do it. Because I want to test out those skills, and the only way to do that is to get those runes. So, alright, so from here, if you actually head out this way... Hi, wolvies. This is a lot of wolves. So what you do, so that you can get on the other side here, is just run. I missed it, but that's fine. So I can just do that. This path will actually lead you straight to where we're trying to go. Whee! Plus, there's this area here, because we're near Kenneth Height. This gives us some runes that we can use. There we go, cookbook. Okay, got some 2s, some 4s, some 1s. Alright, I was hoping to not have to backtrack from here, but that's okay. It's better to backtrack than to fall and miss a jump. There we go. We're going to grab this grace, and then we're going to use the waypoint to blip ourselves up to Kaled again. This also gives us our flask. So, it's good to come over here anyway. Jump. There we go. Grab this grace. Now the real question is going to be, how do these weapons behave and how do they stack up? You know what I mean? Because here's the thing, if I end up playing this game with Devin and we do a co-op version of this, I'm 100% going to drop these for that character. All right. Excuse me, giant gargoyle. And chop. Let's pick up you. I'm going to run down here, grab that grace, and then we're going to go straight across the bridge and then down. Because I think, in theory, I have enough runes to sell to get at least one of them, maybe both. But I'd rather come grab this last little set of runes. Hey, big guy. Ooh, 41 damage. That's not good. Bring it. If you really want me, you'll come this way, buddy. But you won't. I'm amazed I'm still in combat. Homie has one heck of an aggro range. I jumped the wrong direction. Now we gotta come all the way back over here. At least we stopped and got that grace at the bridge. Otherwise, this would suck. Bring it, ugly. I like how it says Flying Dragon Grail. Yet, he doesn't actually do a whole lot of flying. You would think with a name like that, he would, you know, fly a lot more. But because they put him on a bridge, you don't want him to accidentally, there we go. You don't want him to fly off and then fly into the abyss because he's a dum-dum. Okay. Grabbed that in case we need to come back. Okay. First things first, we gotta sell all of our runes. There we go. We got 15k, which means we could actually buy 3 things from this guy. We could buy the airbending staff just to see how that works because we do have the stats for it. We could buy flame bending to see how that works because, again, we have the stats for it. And we could buy earth bending just because we have the money for it, even though we don't have the strength for it. There we go. If I really wanted to, I could get... How many of these can I buy? Only 8? Ugh, never mind. Okay. Equipment. I know the perfect place to test this out. To see if we want to go with that build or if we want to stick with our lightning blade, or we try the airbender staff and see if we want to go with that weapon. Ho ho ho! Alright, hold on. I'm kind of liking this. I don't see lightning generation doing anything. Ah. Ooh. Okay, figured that out. It's an immediate, you gotta click it kind of thing. So like, click here. Okay. That did some decent damage. The only thing with the martial arts stuff that I don't like is the fact that it's super close range. All right, let's try this air bending staff here. Okay. And then airwalk. Hello? Yo, this is dope. And it's not taking any additional mana to do this either. So like... Hi, buddy. Uh-oh. Alright, that's... That's pretty cool. I'm gonna keep this staff just because of how cool that is. No, leave me alone.
Forgive me. To determine if you had... It seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering.
No. Go ahead and grab up flasks. Ooh. Okay. Now we're gonna test what the damage on this buddy is. Okay. Alright, so far this is pretty dope, but... I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not overly liking the stat. Like, I like the bonus effect that we get from it, but I'm not liking the attacks. Oh, okay. Okay. We have a little bit of runes. I do want to see if I can get enough strength. How much strength did we need for earthbending? 15 strength. We're currently at 12, so we need 3 points. So we can test out this. Yeah, I know. Alright. You know, I want to get some more practice with this sucker, because this thing is cool. Here's a question. Does it have... Okay. Ooh! It doesn't do that in... Yeah. So the single weapon attack... Get some armor here. Well, like, look. Boom. Yeah. I mean, I can see this being really good later on. You know what I mean? Alright, let's see here. Level up. Okay, need 1400 to get the last point of strength so we can test that out. Shouldn't take long. I really wanted, you know, I don't want to say, hey, I settled for one weapon, especially since I'm trying to convince Devin to come play this. So, like, I want to be able to show him several different weapons and be like, hey, look, man, like, this has some serious... Let's see what the critical looks like if we get a sneak attack on somebody. Come on, buddy. And backstab. Oh, that is terrible. Oh, never mind. Jeez, just put on some good armor and go ham on some people. Dang. Alright, we're gonna try... I'm gonna try this dungeon over here with these flame fists, since we're trying to build up runes. Oop. Look here, buddy. Boom. Okay. Fastest way to get there is from the Church of Ella, honestly. And then just run straight across. Yeah, if Devin wasn't at church, man. Oh. I could totally see him wanting to play a firebender or an earthbender. Like, this is ridiculous. And the fact that it has a single arm attack and a power stance attack too is pretty awesome. Roarg. Grab this grace. And the beauty is, I can firebend with one arm. And it makes more sense to have a torch out to firebend anyway. I can see this doing a ton of damage. And we're not even using our lightning attack. God, this weapon is so freaking cool, man. Like, hey. How about I throw some oh, I'm out of mana. I'm out of focus points, man. Oh. There's another 1,200 runes, so now we got plenty. Yeah, firebending's dope. Now that we have enough to do the earthbending, I want to see what earthbending does. Airbending staff, like, you know, it has a neat ability if you're needing to get around somewhere, but you don't want to deal with enemies on the ground. Fine. I mean, being able to run in the air is pretty cool, but at the same time, it's like, I'm throwing fireballs, my guy. Like, legit fireballs, not that wimpy stuff from the regular incantations. And I think this scales off of with dexterity and intelligence, I think is what it was. Like, let's see what this was scaling off of too, because like, if it's scaling off dex, oh, it scales off of dexterity. Like, or strength dex is what this scales off of. Primary strength. Plus, it looks like you can put your own Ash of War on there if you don't want lightning generation, which I don't know why you would do that, but all right, let's put the last point that we want into strength just for giggles. And then we are going to equip earthbending. And then let's go back over to here so we can test out the earthbending weapon. Okay. So, let's start with the one-handed weapon. Throw some big old rocks at people. Only thing I don't like about it is the fact that we move forward. Alright, so that's the entire light attack chain. What? I can't tell if I'm hitting anybody. Here, let's try it this way. Oh, okay, I see what it is I'm throwing it from underneath them. Okay. Alright, now let's go two-handed. Let's see. Oh. Okay, that's the running attack. Like, this is just a normal... And then your running light attack. And running heavy. Okay, that didn't do anything. Okay. So it actually does quite a bit of damage. I'm surprised. Oh, I see. Ooh, okay. So you throw that, hit your heavy again, and do this big AoE deal. Okay. So as far as, like, that's not bad, honestly. It's not my favorite. I like the fire way better. Okay. Let's go to round table hold. Still trying more weapons. So far, my favorites are the weapon we started with, the lightning katana bow combo thing, and firebending. Those are my favorites right now. Okay. I don't think we could buy anything while we're here. But what we can do is put all this crap up that is not part of our set, or part of our new stuff. So as far as new stuff goes here, she has Storm Demon, God's Bane. We only want to look at really intelligence, or not intelligence, but dexterity or strength, so we can kind of see, since we've already poured points into both of those. So this is intelligence, really don't want to go with that. That's faith, arcane, more faith, arcane intelligence. There you go. Nano-sama bow. Blocking replaced with short range teleport, sounds pretty cool. Judgment. So if we get 5,000 more runes, we're going to come back and buy that. And that requires faith. So honestly, out of all of these, we could do the Storm Demon, which says that it allows it. So we need 7. What is that? 13.5? Sorry, 13.7. Sorry, 12.5? We need 12.5, not 13.5. If my brain could do math today. Alright, so we're going to go sort chest. Definitely don't need that. Don't need any of this. Keep both of those. Okay. Now I want to look. Please use for 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are. See, I had the bit rate way down, and then it said, "Oh no, you need to have a bit rate way higher." So then I go change the bit rate to the higher bit rate it says to do, and now it's saying my freaking bit rate needs to be lower. Sometimes YouTube frustrates me. Okay. Oh, that's what we were doing. Choo. Where is Burn Hall? Ah! So that dude sells some stuff. Okay. We're gonna go check him out next. Then, because he apparently has some stuff. I thought that was some other stuff, but it's Ashes of War. Dark Moon Ring. Buy from EG at any point or is received after giving the ring key item to Ronnie during her quest. Dark Moon Ring. So we gotta go figure out what that is. Way of the Wind. Equip the Keen Affinity on Uchigatana and you automatically get that, apparently. Ice Frayed Blade can be bought from Burn Hall. Thunderclap and Flash can be bought from Burn Hall. Voidwalker Blade is the Meteoric Ore Blade. Okay. Lava Surfing. Oh, we haven't checked Lava Surfing. Okay, so I know where we're going. But we also want to check Lava Surfing. We didn't try that out yet. Okay. So let's go in here, grab this. Two-hand. Look how little this isn't using any FP. Please don't hit him. Oh, snap. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but that's awesome. All right. Okay, learn skills. So he has Ice Fray Blade. Okay. Thunderclap and Flash. I definitely want to try that. Colossal Weapons and Twin Blades accepted. Usable on any swords. Okay. Airwalk. That we have already. We don't need to do it. Lava Surfing we have already. Don't need it. No skill. Don't need that. So we need 6, 12. Yeah, it looks like we need 12. Yeah, 12. 1,200 runes. Okay. Let's see, we completed that dungeon, so then we'll just run up here and complete these two. This will give our new weapons something to actually test out. This is crazy, man. I'm liking some of this stuff is pretty dope. I have to go figure out what the Dark Moon Ring is. If that gives us some form of spell, that would be dope. Because, like, some of these weapons are doing really good damage and don't require us to use FP at all. Which is insane. Okay. We're going to... Just cause. I really want to give this more of a shot. Because it's ranged and melee. Okay. I really don't need all the skeletons. There's the Uchigatana. We'll need it for some of the other weapons to test the skill sets out with. Hi, guys. Ouch. I've run this, I don't know how many times with a room full of people and never gotten hit once, and now I'm getting hit a lot. Ugh. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna go hit the Grace first. And Grace. What was the one that it said to put on the Uchigatana? There we go. Way of the Wind. We just need the Keen Affinity, which we don't get until we do Stormveil Castle, if I remember correctly. It's like the first or second Webblade we get. Alright, here we go. So it's not bad. You definitely want heavier armor and way more stamina. Deathroot. But all in all, it's actually really good. I like it. Let's see. I'm trying to think, you know what? Just because I don't want to waste the time trying to do, 5 more dungeons just to get the stuff. Let's go see if we can glitch this boy and just get 50k runes flat. Normally I don't try to glitch. Come here, ugly. Thing is you want to get... Ooh. There we go. $42. Alright, that's all I needed. Let's go look at that ring real fast. Getting to EG's not hard. It's 1 warp. And we can go see what EG's ring is that he sells. Come on. Come on, uglies. I need you away from the map fragment, please. Thank you. Such a weird attack from horseback. Like that flame is just too close. But hey, flame bending is pretty dope. I like this. Dark Moon Ring. Buy from EG at any point or receive it as a gift, or receive it after giving the ring key item to Ronnie during her quest. Let's grab this. It's fun to know that there are some items that you can either start with or you get by doing a certain thing with other weapons. Because it leaves the mod creator, if they ever wanted to add more stuff, it really does open the doorway for these guys to come in and do more. I don't really care for that grace because we have the one up there. So I'm just going to run straight across. Because that's what I need right there. I don't really care for the map fragment right this second either. I can always go get it later. We can pick that up, but EG is right up here. EG, my guy! I hear you have a new item for me to look at, my dude. Come on, my dude. Purchase. Whoo, 8,000. This is a glintstone staff. Requires 60 Frostblade Heave. Skill of Princess Ronnie Consort Eternal. Summon a great Frostblade and use your full body's momentum to spin, releasing the colossal sword at the apex of your power. The massive thrown blade cannot be blocked. Requires 15 int, 16 strength to wield this. Like, come on, bro. Yeah. Well, but holy crap, you can buy multiples? That's insane. Alright. That is insane. Okay. Now we can go back to... Oh, was I a dum-dum and didn't grab the... I was a dum-dum and did not get the grace. She left her golden seed finally. I have so much to show Devin when he can get on tonight. So ridiculous, man. I love this. Alright, purchase this, purchase this. And then we have to go back here because I have not run down to grab the thing that lets us put Ash of Wars on stuff yet. I'm gonna do this just because I think it'll be funny. Yeehaw. So the lava doesn't really stay that long. Okay, whetstone knife. We can now put Ashes of War on stuff. So, like, here's the thing. See how fast that falls off? Like, it's got a nice effect. But the real damage is when you let off and it explodes. Still a cool effect. Like, don't get me wrong, I love that ability. Alright, and then we're gonna go to Ashes of War. We're gonna go to just the Uchikatana. Go ahead and do the cold. Ooh. Okay, that was pretty dope. Alright, get off me. Alright, so... Nope. Nope. That's just releasing it. See, like that, it's doing something, but what is it doing? Oop, that's not what I wanted. Okay. A reclusive man-time swordsman. Sheath blade, holding it at the hip in a composed stance. Follow up with a normal attack to unleash a flurry of quick cuts, or a strong attack to channel the blade's energy into a double slash of pure ice. But doesn't it look like it's trying to do something else? Oop. Like, when you do this, is that just its ending stance? I wonder how much damage that does. Well, at least frostbite him. Well, that does an attack and can frostbite. Okay. Okay, not bad. I like that. Alright, Ashes of War. This is the Thunderclap and Flash quality. Okay, enter a ready stance and call the storm upon your sword. Then dash forward at inhumane speed to pulverize your opponent. Can be used multiple times in succession for shorter consecutive dashes. Okay. It didn't do anything. Okay, definitely have to be on level ground. That's why I keep missing that guy. So it only does one, even though it says you can do it for quick. It's like... It allowed me to hit multiple people that time. Okay, there's the end of my mana pool for that. I'm not a fan of that one. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not my cup of tea on that, guys. Like, yeah. All right, we've got the strength, I think, for that ring. Sword chest. No, we need one more point of strength, and then we need to get intelligence up to 15. Okay. Oh. Okay, that explains why you need the strength for it. So this is a strength int build. Scales more off of int. So definitely a sorcerer build for sure. Okay, oh, he texted me. I didn't pick any up. Jump in Discord. I gotta show you some stuff. Alright, let me jump over to Discord real fast, guys. Why is it saying headset, yep, both are good there. Okay. Well, then that way I can show Devin these things too. He's gonna be way outside the range, but I want to see. Oh, no, he's not. Good Lord. Boom. Alright, let's hit Biggin over there. Yeah, buddy. Oh, I'm out of mana. Can't be blocked, buddy. Oh.
What's up?
This is a perfect. Hey, what's going on, man? Oh, you've got to see the stuff I've been testing. Because, oh man. All right, hold on. Let me start with. I'm gonna start with the dumbest out of all of them, and then you can look at the rest or I'll show you the rest as well. But so this is it's called the airbending staff. It's one of the weapons the mod gives us. Yeah, now check this out. All right, so this is just a normal attack, or your light attack, right? super fast. It does have a couple, long range blips in there, but most part you got to be, melee. That's your heavy attack.
Interesting.
And then if you hold it down.
That was cool.
So you just backflip, hold it down. Now, here's the only thing that, the wind stuff, I like the effects. I think it's really cool. This is probably the only real neat part about it. I am now running in the air, and I can continue to do so forever. This does not use mana.
Real question is, do you get fall damage?
Nope. Oh, okay. I didn't earlier. That was weird.
Whoops.
It's like, literally, I did it. I was testing it out a minute ago, and I fell from about the same height. No damage, but okay, whatever. All right, so now we'll switch to the next in line, fire bending. Now, this one has a unique one-handed attack for light and heavy, as well as a two-handed attack. So here is the power stance attack. This is the light. Okay, that's your light attack. One-handed light attack. This is your heavy one-handed.
It looks impressive, but it doesn't do much damage. Or maybe
well,
that's because he's shielding.
Yeah, they're shielding. Okay. Then let's switch to two-handed. Or power stance.
Oh. 1 second. Yellow. Yeah, not much. What's up with you? How was your bid? What'd you go see? Usually you're more into the rom-coms than the
Yeah, fire's definitely not for me, man. Alright. Oh, I could have just gone to the grace. Whoops. I can hear sister on the phone.
not usually what y'all go and see. Usually it's more of rom-com stuff.
Okay. Jump. Jump. Alright. Just waiting for him to get back. I wanna finish showing him the weapons we have picked up and what they are. Because I'm trying to convince him to come play this game a little bit with me. But once we're done with showing this off, I'm going to end this stream, and then we're going to go stream some more Ascension WoW. We're going to be working on a healer today. So, but we just got a couple more weapons to show him, and then we should be good.
Jessica.
Dun, 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 dun. Come on back, Devin, so I can show you this stuff.
I don't have a problem going combos.
Now the fun thing is if we find a weapon that we really like while we're playtesting these, the neat thing is I can just start a whole new character, get the runes we need for just that weapon, and then we can go from there, or buy it on this character or one of the other characters that I have, and then have Devin help me trade it from one to the other. But just gotta wait for him to get back on the dang phone or Discord so I can finish showing him this stuff. Because I think out of all the weapons I'm going to show him, I personally think he's going to like the earthbending stuff. Speaking of which, we can just go do this, and then do this, and then on this side we can do that. Or did I? Oh.
Quit hanging up on me. I'm not on any game, but what you said didn't give me any room to say anything. Because all you're doing is griping at me. Because I didn't ask you what time.
Let's switch rooms so we don't have to listen to that. Boop. There we go. Okay. Try to be a little polite, you know what I mean? Alright, sit down. Worst case scenario, I'll show him here in a little bit, but because we're about to hit the 2-hour mark anyway, and I want to get stuff set up for us to be able to be on what you call it, Ascension WoW, because he's wanting to run a Ranger. We're gonna do Area 52 today, so I figure I'll stream that, and I'm gonna go Pure Heals and see what that's like. Let's see. We do have the Great Shinobi Blade that we could try. What are we missing there? Oh, Arcane. Yeah, I'm not dumping points into Arcane for that. Plus, I've already tested it. I know what it does. Here. Let's buy that and see. There we go. Alright. So... Oop. Huh? That was weird. It's autos. That is okay. Hold up. It's being dumb. So we're just gonna do this. Okay. Because I want to test the dang weapon out. I want to make sure. Like, you know, I want to see if it's something that we can do and that it's decent for what we're trying to do. So then we go here. Oh. That's a neat combo. One tap. I also like the fact that it has like that Ichigo Bankai blade kind of aesthetics to it. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You were having a heated conversation. I didn't think the whole world needed to hear. Okay, so let me finish showing these weapons, and then I'll end this stream, and then we can go play some Ascension.
I don't think we can. Ascension's not working right now.
It was working just a minute ago.
Both on the laptop and on the desktop, I tried to load up Ascension, and it won't let me.
Interesting. All right, well, let me show you these, and then I can try and help figure it out. All right, so I'm gonna finish with the fire because I didn't get to finish showing that one off. So this is your two-handed attack. Starts out ranged, goes melee, has a like 5 or 6 hit combo. And then let me go over here. This is your heavy attack. So just lots of fire like everywhere for that. Your special ability
Is lightning bending.
So there's that. All right. Then we have earth bending. I'll show you the specialty just so I can get over here. So this actually does damage, but the lava doesn't stay on the ground long. And then when you let go of it, you do a smash, and then the lava actually stays a little while. So pretty neat there. The only thing I don't like, I think they should reverse this personally. Okay, this is going to be your one-hand option. Or so non-power stance. Right? Here's your heavy.
That was cool.
Now this is your power stance. That's your running attack into your light attack combo. And then this is your downside to this particular weapon.
You're not locked on.
That's your heavy.
That's cool.
So you throw a bunch of pebbles, launch into the air, slam the ground, and it throws even more pebbles. The closer they are to you, the more damage they take. Then we've got this guy. This is the one, if I was doing... So, if you try to do a light attack without power stancing it, it won't do anything. Heavy attack, automatically summons it. Now, I will say, the best ability is its unique thing called Frostblade Heave. Cannot be blocked. Cool. And just to show you, I'm going to hit that guy here in just half a second. Let me aggro him. I want him to get his shield up just to prove that this cannot be blocked. Oop, I'm out of juice. Now, as far as other attacks go, it's just a big heavy sword.
Same basic moveset.
But if you do a charged heavy, you do a running slam that puts ice on the ground. So honestly, it's if you want to be a bonker that has some ranged capability, this is okay. But that's it for me on that. This is the one I was telling you about yesterday on the phone. So this is your ability, and now my weapon is lightning enchanted. Your light attack, or running light attack, will do this nice, awesome, huge combo. Ooh, if I don't get interrupted.
Dang.
Yeah. And then, this is your heavy attack. And the lightning stays for a good long while and enhances all your damage. Now, the only real downside to this weapon is it does blow through arrows if you start using all your heavy attacks. And then the blade that I just got, where'd it go? Is this one, the Great Shinobi Blade. So, hopefully I can get through one full rotation. Standard katana setup when it comes to light attacks. It's a little faster than normal. Heavy attacks. But where it really shines is it's 3-hit unique. So. But those are all the ones that I've bought so far that I have the stats for. All I've been doing is trying to test it out, figure out how I want to play. I personally think that if we start doing this and stream it together or whatever, I'm thinking Firebender, honestly.
Do they have a water bending?
No, which is such a missed opportunity, man.
Right.
They have fire, earth, and then they have the wind. Or air bending. They do have one, like if I was to go get the whetstone that lets me put keen on the Uchikatana, it does get a new ability. Thunderclap. Okay, this is the dumbest skill ever. See how that guy is below us because we're on a hill?
Yeah.
This is Thunderclap and Flash. Oh no, I missed. But now he's above me. So. Yeah. And then I also bought the other Ash of War that we can get that's new for it. Called Ice Frayed Blade. This one's actually pretty interesting. So come over here. So the light attack does this craziness. And then the heavy attack does that craziness. And then if you just go, oh no, I don't want to do that, you backflip. So far that's all the new stuff I've tested. So like I said, if you and I were to play this, I definitely think I'm going to go the Firebender and just see how far I can push that. Because here's the crazy thing. You would think that would be some form of like int or faith, right? Nope. That is a strength-based weapon. Earthbending, also strength-based. Here's what's even crazier. It has better dex scaling than Firebending. And then I also like the Heaven Splitter that you get. So, yeah, these are the 3 that I would do for a run with you out of everything I've tested so far. But all right, heroes, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. I'm not 100% sure if we'll actually stream tonight on Ascension if we get it to work. If not, then I'm going to help Devin try and get this downloaded, and we'll go from there. So we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.